when when you really start, when push comes to shove, and some of those policies have to then be implemented. But at the moment, one senses a spirit of goodwill and an attempt by the various players within the GNU to be determined to make it work. But as I say, only time is going to tell whether they can diffuse some of the tensions over specific microeconomic policies. And in the case of the ANC, of course, the danger is that COSATU and the SACP might decide to break away from the ANC if they don't get their way, and possibly even join the MK. And many would say that that is precisely one of the goals of the MK, to bring about a breakup of the ANC, or what is remains of the ANC, and to link up with some of the disgruntled, more left-leaning elements of the ANC to form a far stronger party, MK party, that can then eventually take over the reins of government itself on its own.
Sure. Whenever there's any kind of seminal moment in a country's democratic evolution, be an election or an inauguration, some conversations seem to, keep creeping up, and that's because the problems really stay the same. One of those is around major structural reform so that there's meaningful economic growth. And I suppose if we're able to continue riding this wave, wherever optimism exists in the market, the president will have to show a whole lot more of an intent to finally get that right if we're to sustain the momentum.
Yes, he has to, but one can already point to some of the successes of one of the key